My Big Book of Animal Stories. Chapter 5, Forest Friends. Rocky and Ricky. Rocky Raccoon's cousin Ricky lives in the city. He has come to stay with Rocky for the weekend. Ricky has never visited a forest before. "We'll play our favorite games," said the animals. "This is the best tree for climbing," says Eddie the bear cub, scrambling up the big maple tree. "Climbing trees is boring," says Ricky. "It's what stupid little kids do." "But everyone likes climbing trees," say the squirrel sisters. Rosie, Spike, Eddie, and Bibi decided to roll down the hill. "This is fun! Come and play, Ricky," they shouted. "Not me. Rolling down hills is boring," said Ricky. "Doesn't anyone around here even have a skateboard?" "The big old moose gives everyone a ride. Can't you go any faster?" whines Ricky. "Then it won't be so boring." "Let's catch some fish for dinner," says Bibi. He and Rosie paddle off in the canoe. "Fish are disgusting. Yuck! I only eat fish sticks," says Ricky. There are no more games to show Ricky. The forest friends feel disappointed that he doesn't want to play with them. They slowly walk along, trying to think of something to do that Ricky won't find boring. "Oh, let's just go home early," says Eddie sadly. "What are those?" asks Ricky, pointing at a bush. "They're just boring old blueberries," says Rocky. "Don't you have blueberries in the city?" "Not like these," said Ricky, filling his mouth with blueberries. "These taste really yummy," and he eats more and more and more. That evening, Ricky eats blueberries for supper. The next day, he has blueberries for breakfast. Rocky's mom asked the animals to pick lots more blueberries. "Ricky's going back to the city tomorrow, so I've decided to cook blueberry pancakes for his goodbye dinner." "Do you think I could stay a few more days, Rocky?" asks Ricky after he has finished 6 blueberry pancakes. "I think I've changed my mind about the forest. I really like it after all." Rocky and the Scarves. "Brr! It's a very cold, snowy day. Rocky Raccoon's mom has made him wear a woolly scarf. Promise me you will keep it on," she says. Rocky meets Spike the porcupine. His mom has made him wear a scarf too. Bibi Beaver's mom has made Bibi wear his new blue scarf. And Eddie the bear cub's mom made Eddie wear her own scarf. And Rosie the skunk and the squirrel sisters are wearing warm woolly scarves too. After a while, the forest friends all began to feel uncomfortable wearing their scarves. "My mom said that I must not lose my scarf," says Bibi Beaver. "So did my mom," says everyone else. "I know how we can have some fun," says Rocky. They take off their scarves and Rocky shows them how to tie them together. The long scarf rope makes a great swing. Whee! I want to go higher, shouts Rosie. And a strong climbing rope. Now, even I can climb high, says BB Beaver as Eddie pulls him up the tree trunk. The Squirrel Sisters teach everyone their jump rope games. Heave! Which side will win the tug-of-war game? This is the best game of all, says Rocky. Keep pulling, Spike and BB. The forest friends have had lots of fun. Now it's time to go home. Make sure everyone puts on the right scarf, warns Rocky. The animals sort out the tangle of scarves and everyone finds their own. But something is wrong. Oh well, they all laugh. At least we didn't lose them. This story is called Eddie Gets Stuck. And they're all looking at him. Eddie the bear cub is in big trouble. He loves to climb trees, and now he has climbed up a big tree, but he can't climb down. Poor Eddie, says Rosie. He's stuck. How can we get him down from there? I know, says Rocky. Let's collect as many leaves as we can and make a big soft pile of them for Eddie to fall on. The forest friends worked very hard, and at last the pile was ready. Jump, Eddie, they cried. You'll be fine. I can't, stutters Eddie, closing his eyes and tightly clinging onto the branch. I'm scared. I'll go up and help him down, says Rocky. The others watch him climb up. I'm here, Eddie, says Rocky. Take my paw and we'll climb down the tree together. I can't, says Eddie. I'm much too frightened to move. I've got an idea. If I gnaw through the trunk, then the tree will fall down, says BB Beaver excitedly. No, shouts Eddie. That would be dangerous. It's okay, Eddie, says Rocky. I've got a plan. Oh well, it's time to go home for dinner now, says Rocky suddenly in a loud voice. Oh yes, so it is, say the others. Bye! But instead of going home, the forest friends hid behind a nearby bush and peeked through the leaves. And can you guess what they see? They see Eddie move very slowly and to start climbing back down the tree. I think I'm feeling a bit hungry now, says Eddie as he gets halfway down the trunk. Getting stuck in a tree must give you an appetite. I hope the others don't eat my share of dinner. And he reaches the ground. me, he shouts. We were, say the others laughing. You're a better climber than you think, Eddie, says Rocky Raccoon. BB's monster. The forest friends are having fun rolling down a hill. BB Beaver is taking the first turn. See how fast he goes? Whee! Bump, 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 bump. It's my turn next, says Rosie Skunk, jumping excitedly. But before Rosie can start rolling, BB comes running back up the hill. He is waving his arms about and shouting loudly. Help! 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 Shouts BB in a very frightened voice. Poor BB is so out of breath that he can hardly speak. There's a monster at the bottom of the hill, he says at last. I've just seen it. It's huge and horrible. Brave Rocky is not at all scared by this news. Let's go look, says Rocky. What is it? Whispers Rosie, feeling scared. Shmee shmike, roars the terrible monster. Oh no, tremble Eddie, Rosie, and BB. I know that voice, laughs Rocky. Come on, everyone. There's no need to hide. As the others watch, Rocky and Eddie pull off all the leaves and pine cones. And look! It's only Spike the porcupine. The leaves and pine cones had stuck to his prickles. Oh, thank you, says Spike. That feels much better. I didn't like being a monster.